Hey guys, what's up? My name's Sharpclaw. The stars are aligned to say so. And today's video, I kind of just want to talk about the Forge and the Fog update. Um, this update came out not too long ago. It came out with a new killer, a survivor, and a new map. And some other small tweaks, but uh, for the most part, kind of bad ones. um, let's talk about the new killer. The Knight came out with some changes from the PTB. Um, However, nothing really too fancy. Uh, some slight buffs, but overall did not really do much. Yeah. Anything. It made a kind of zoning out playstyle a little bit more effective, essentially, but nothing really that matters. Because you use his power for chase, we'll just shift W. You use it to camp, they can kind of cancel out the camping if they just unhook the person. But sometimes it actually is more effective to use it for like a camp and then push the guy away from the hook. Surprisingly, so I've seen some people use it for camping and that's not good. So the one thing that they needed to focus on, which is kind of like the chase, which having a chase power, did not really turn out that well. The zoning, I don't mind all that much, as some people have been saying, because when I play Pig, for example, I crouch and then I already see the person, like I immediately just stand up because I already see the person leaving the loop. Um, Clown, someone throws a bottle, I already see them immediately leaving the loop. Even sometimes when I'm playing Demo Broken, I charge up the shreds and I already see the person just going to the next tile. So the whole zoning thing, yeah, a lot of other killers have it, but they can kind of work around it. For him, I feel it's even worse because he puts the guard down and he's without a power in the meantime while he pushes someone to another tile. So this, overall, I don't think is all that effective. It's just, if the survivor just doesn't have anywhere else to go, yeah, okay, but literally, any of the others could have gotten an advantage from that. But where to go on besides that? The Knight has a shit ton of bugs. Sometimes his AIs will just follow a wrong path that will just, it doesn't make sense. They go back and then they start chasing. Sometimes they just stand still and they don't chase at all. Sometimes they just don't patrol. Sometimes they actually get stuck like Nemesis zombies in the middle of the chase. It's just really bad. The pathing is horrible. They themselves don't work always, and sometimes when you get stunned out of your power or you use your power too quick, yeah, two things will either happen. If you're stunned, sometimes you might just gain a super haste. You'll just zoom around the map, or the worst case scenario, you just don't have a power for the entirety of that match. You just don't have a fucking power. So overall, he is ultra buggy, and this really reminds me of the Twins at launch. Like, it's really bad. The new map also. Let's talk about the new map. The new map is just, it's better than Gideon in terms of pallets. It's just, I spawned in already looking around my vicinity with like 11 pallets. I know some people have told me that they can spawn up to 36 pallets, 39 pallets in that map. I wouldn't be surprised if someone got an RNG of like 40 pallets. So it's actually worse than Gideon's, because this map literally has pallets within like 5 meters away from each other. Gideon's at least sometimes puts them a little bit further apart. Yeah, they're all stacked up in Gideon's, but this is just worse in every case scenario. Like, the person does not need to do any like thinking. They can just drop the pallet early, and if the killer's not a Nemesis, a Nurse, or Billy with low pros, Demo with Barb's glasses, well, good luck. Like, literally, it's a GG easy. Go to the next game and lose. So that new map is perfect. I'm not sure if it was like that, because in the PTB it wasn't like that. So I don't know what the hell they did there. This also broke any of the different maps. I don't have a clip of it here, but I have seen it, and but you can probably see it wrong. I did feel this, and to me, I just thought, okay, maybe that's just a very rare, weird RNG. But in some maps like Macmillan and Autohaven, there have been trees spawning in tiles that chain the killer, but not the survivor. So that way, basically creates an infinite there. I've seen this in Yamoka, where two boulders were like right there, and the survivor just could get through, but I couldn't. And to me, I just thought that, okay, maybe that has a chance to happen, but apparently no, this update broke many maps. Just started getting some weird variations. Apparently Garden of Joy, if it wasn't strong enough, now there's a bush spawning Killer Shack, spawning around Killer Shack, that just makes it an infinite as well. But yeah, it's just really sad. And the only non-downside about this update was probably the new survivor with good perks overall. I have noticed a lot of people trying them out in the matches with like Gen Rush build, so or Gen Rushing, I guess, but that's not a bad thing. That people are using at least different perks and newer perks. So just be prepared to bring slowdown, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, just it's kind of sad. I literally have just been playing Demogorgons with Barb's glasses. It's literally the best thing. Legion has brutal strength and fire up, and yeah, if you just aren't prepared for like 40 pallets in that new map, it's really bad. Overall, good. One thing about the night that I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, I wanted to leave this to last, but I know for a fact I'm not touching the night, because apparently when I did the stream 3 hours playing around with Knight, he has whenever he uses the power, I'm not sure if it's a bug or not again, the audio cue is just so loud that I can't hear anything. Like I literally become deaf. When the bug happened where I just couldn't use my power anymore, I just became deaf. Like I couldn't hear anything. It was giving me a headache. Anytime you use this power, you can't hear anything. It's like hearing an airplane taking off and the ocean at the same time, and then someone speaking through a kinetic. It gave me actually hurt my ears and gave me a headache. So yeah, I know for a fact that if that's not a bug and it's never going to be fixed, yeah, I'm not touching that killer. No, thank you. It actually was giving me a headache. Overall, this update was kind of reminded me of a Twins 2.0, and I know some people didn't like when the Resident Evil the Nemesis chapter came out, but if I'm to be frank, the only thing that didn't really work out too well in that chapter was the new map. But guess what? People didn't like RPG as it was, so they were basically complaining about complaining, because they complained that they couldn't play the new map, and then they complained that they didn't like the new map. So honestly, sometimes there's just no satisfying people. Personally, I didn't really care when RPD came out. The only thing I just wanted to be removed from that map was the library, and it was removed. I didn't care. The 2 new RPDs, they just loaded in more pallets in them, so rest in peace.
Motherfucker!
But yeah. Hey, at least Don't Starve Together got new updates, so yeah. Take care, everyone.
I am angry. Clay is targeting me, bro. This is real! This is fucking real. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Sharp, I have a mission for you. I need you to make honey nuggets for me. Please.
No!